What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Vaughn. It's getting cold here in New York, man. Weather changing. Gotta start wearing the hoodie. Gotta start wearing the hat. It is what it is, man. The cold came like just overnight. But anyway, today we want to talk a little bit about just getting in the game. And this concept came to me. I was talking with some of the boys from the Queensboro Temple Profits, our basketball team that we have. Season getting ready to start in about 2 months. I was doing some reflecting on last season. And last season, sometimes when you're on the bench and you're looking at what's going on in the game, you start thinking to yourself, man, the game is moving so slow. The other team, those guys can't run faster than me. Those guys can't jump higher than me. Those guys don't got moves like I have. Not to say that I got any great moves or anything like that. I'm just saying, when you're sitting on the bench and you're looking inside the game looks like it's going a lot slower. It looks like if you were out there on the court, you could move faster than anybody that you had to, that you could steal the ball from anybody because their handle wasn't that great, or it looks like you can get any pass off that you want to. It just looks like, you got the advantage at that point in time. But it's not until the coach calls you up and he's like, it's your time to go inside the game, and you get in the game, and the person that you're guarding, he was the one that you were saying, you know what, he looks like he can't really move that fast, but now you actually in the game and you seeing, the game is moving faster than I thought it was. So you can do a lot of talking when you're on the bench of the game, but when you get in the actual game and you see how it treats you, you see how fast everybody is, you see that it's not really waiting for you, and you see that you're not really equipped at the moment to keep up with everybody else. That's when you start seeing, you know what? I need to stop talking so much, and I need to do the things that's necessary for me to be able to hang with what's going on in the game, and to hang with the speed of the game. And so the reason why I'm bringing that out is because a lot of us in the game of life right now, you got a lot of people who are spectating. And I'm talking really mainly for us young folk. And you got older folk too, but, I can relate to folks my age. What am I? I'm 27 now. So I'm talking I can still relate to, you guys that are in high school still. And even maybe a little bit I can relate up to, people maybe in around their 40s or so. You got a lot of us who are kind of in the game of life, and we sitting back, we on the bench, and whatever happens, happens. So, we working at a job that's not really where we want to be, but you know what, we're comfortable there, so we just going to stay there. Or you in school, but you're not really, going after what it is that you feel like you should be going after in school. But you know what, because everybody says, it sounds nice, it looks nice, I'm going to just go with that. Things must work out. Things are going to work out eventually, but you're not realizing that, if you took the time and actually hopped in the game, you see that it takes a lot more than just sitting back and just allowing life to pass you by. You can't sit on the bench and talk about it. You actually got to get in the game. What does it take to actually get to where you want to be? Because sitting in the class isn't really going to get you where you want to be per se. It'll give you knowledge, but you actually might have to go and say, you know what? I need to get an internship. I need to look and see who's doing it big and who's been successful. There's a lot of people that go to class and don't come out successful, in the field of which that class is pertaining to. You got a lot of people who are going to class to become a doctor, and they might be in undergrad like, you know what, my plan is to become a doctor. But if you just in class and you just in class just letting class fly by, and you getting C's or B minuses, C's, things like that, that might make it real hard to get into a medical school so that you could go on and further your education so that you can become that doctor. Right? Or even if you do become a doctor and you get into a school that you want, but, you come out, you just barely become a doctor, and, that makes it harder maybe to find a job now, and makes it harder for you to really pay back all those loans that you got to pay back, right? So getting in the game means you don't want to wait you don't want to wait until you get in the game to start preparing for the things that you should have known, or for the skill set that you should have had before you got in the game. So what I mean by that is this: in basketball, you don't wait until you're in the game to start practicing your basketball shot. You know, you don't wait until you get in the game to start doing leg lifts so that you can jump high. You don't wait until you get in the game to start running on the treadmill or start running on the track to get your speed up. You don't wait until you get in the game to start practicing high knees, or to start practicing things that'll make your legs turn over faster, or things that'll get your core more solid, so that you'll have better balance, or get your arms stronger, so that instead of just shooting the mid-range jumper, you can go out to the 3-point line and shoot the the three-pointer and shoot it comfortably, not trying to force it up there, all uncontrolled, but shoot it there with grace. You don't wait until you get in the game to start learning those things. You got to prepare from before that. So your preparation is, I'm in the gym every day. I'm running. I'm working on my handle so that I can cross whoever I need to cross, so I can get to the hole, lay it up. I'm working on my dunk so that when I get in the game, I don't look like a fool and brick a dunk, almost fall on the floor, hurt yourself. So you gotta be prepared. So if you want to be a doctor, you gotta be, you gotta do what it takes to be a doctor. If you want to be a car racer, you're not waiting to get into a race to start learning how to drive the car and drive it fast. And I'm not saying to go drive on the street fast, but what I'm saying is that you might have to go to some classes. You might have to go take some drift classes if you want to be a drifter. If you want to know about computers, you can't wait until you've graduated college and try to get a job in computers. You can't even wait until you get into the classroom. But maybe you need to go out and buy some computer parts and work on putting a computer together. And even before that, that means that you got to actually maybe go on YouTube, study, read a book about what parts are needed to make a computer. How do you put that computer together? If you want to be go into movie production, or if you want to be a musician, you can't wait till you got the gig to start practicing. You gotta understand, what do movie producers do? How can I do that? How can I start doing some video editing on a small level? If you're a musician, how can you start taking, as drummers know, you got to take the drumsticks and you just got to go get a drum pad and you just got to work on some little things, paradiddles, single strokes, double strokes. You're a keyboardist, you do any tonal instrument, you got to work on your scales, you got to work on your minors, your majors, diminished, you got to work on your chords, same thing for a guitar player. You got to work on all those things. You see the track shoes in the background. Track shoes, those are from the glory days, But when I was running track, I didn't get to become a high school All-American track and field athlete by waiting until I got into the race to start running. No, I had to get in there. I remember Coach Cornfield. Shout out to Mr. Cornfield, Uniondale High School track coach. I had to work from before on the track. I didn't want to do the work, truthfully, but it's because I took that time out to do the high knees, to start working, running outside, long hours at night. Wintertime, we'd be inside the school, running around, doing laps inside the school, slipping, falling, getting bruised up. You in the freezing cold, you in the hot sun, practicing. There was no reward at the end of the practice other than you went home tired. But you know what? When you got to national championships and all of a sudden you hear your name, Uniondale High School, being called, one of the top in the nation for the different track things that we did, that's when you realize, it paid off. It paid off to take that time to do things from before. It paid off to put in that extra work from before. And so in the game of life, you got to take the time to put in some work from before. I know a lot of us didn't do what we were supposed to in the past. There's a lot of things that I should have been doing in the past, even that I'm being affected by right now. But guess what? It's not too late. You can start today. That's basically the word for today. Just wanted to get that message to y'all. With that said, start today. Change your mindset today. Start getting after what you need to get after. It's your boy Vaughn, the Bishop. Peace.